Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com. Well, yesterday being Tuesday, we did not have our regular market podcast, but of course, we had expectation that the markets, might kind of take off after the bank's weak performance on last weekend. But then, if you see on what happened on Monday there was not a big change, but then on Tuesday we did see the markets kind of trying to recover. But then yesterday we had some weakness seen from Reliance, which kind of held the market down. But sorry, I'm talking day first today. And then yesterday, Reliance actually took off, and that is what kind of powered the market. And at one point of time, it even breached the 19,800 level. So markets are still holding up good levels and actually trying to go bullish at this point of time. However, like I told you in the Market Pulse video, the Indian elections at this point of time may be holding it back. But will there be a pre-election rally? That's something that needs to be watched out. So apart from that, if you look at what's happening, the FIAs who turned buyers for some time have actually gone back to selling. But one interesting thing is FIAs have started increasing their positions in few Indian stocks, specifically HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank has seen a slightly increase of interest from the FIA side, and we could see HDFC Bank kind of trying to recover. In fact, HDFC Bank is the biggest stock holding of mine in my portfolio. So of course that's looking great. So that is something that is giving some positivity at this point of time. But apart from that, actually also the FIs have gone and sold for, but only thing a small amount, about 400 crores, and DAs have continued to buy to compensate that. So that is something that's happening kind of for quite some time. Now, only thing is the uncertainty of the elections, which could kind of hold the markets for some time, probably. But then, of course, there are also a chance of a pre-election rally. So that also are on the card. So I would say, you might be confused, like, what is this guy saying? Where is the direction? So is it going up or going down? So however it is, I would say flat to slightly positive. So I would say flat means, of course, with volatility, and slightly positive is what I have my view at this point of time. But of course, my view is what I use it for my trading. But of course, we can always be wrong. So that is something different. But again, as an investor, we don't have to look at all these small short-term views. As an investor, you just look at long-term views and just continue to invest. And HDFC Bank is a great holding for me, is what I expect. So let's see how it goes. Well, this is not an investment recommendation. See, whenever you're investing, it's very important that you know how much to invest and where. So unless you know that, don't invest anywhere. So if you need support with that, we are here at MPA Family for that. So do contact us. You have the number here. Contact us and our team will connect with you. You can fix an appointment directly on our website, mpiinvest.com. So apart from that, yesterday after Indian markets closed, there was a lot of action in the US market. So we could see the FOMC minutes coming up, and FOMC minutes is nothing but the Federal Reserve meeting that was held on 1st of November. So the meeting minutes have actually been released only now. Now, as we discussed in the Market Pulse video, the minutes may not make significant changes to the market at this point of time, because it was after this meeting that the actual inflation data of the US came. So that's exactly what we saw yesterday. There was no big movement in the US market. But yes, talking about comments there, the FOMC members have gently agreed, that inflation is coming down. But then they don't want to reduce interest at this point of time. So probably they want to keep the higher interest rate for a longer period of time, which again is a comment that came in before the data inflation data. In fact, inflation data has come much lesser than expectation this month. So that is something going to be a good sign. So focus now majorly would be on the December FOMC meeting. So that first week, what is the data that is going to come out of the meeting, that would be more important to watch. Apart from that, the second important thing to watch was NVIDIA results. So NVIDIA, has given a dream run. In fact, I was just looking at my portfolio. I have my investment in NVIDIA. It is at almost 280% return. Well, it was reflected in the results as well. Results were really good. In fact, just one day before the result, NVIDIA had rallied up big time. So that was an indication. See, many times there are some insiders who actually get to know this and start accumulating more stocks, and that's exactly what happened. Probably So I could kind of assume that Nvidia results would be good, and that's exactly what happened. Results were really good. It beat the market expectation, and also the guidance given for next future time is actually good, but not matching some expectations. So there might be a small profit booking. So we could see the markets kind of taking a slight profit booking there. But then over a longer term, Nvidia would continue to do perform better, is what I have a feeling, and that's why I've kept invested still. So I have not booked my profits there. So that's something just I wanted to share with you. So what is the impact of all this on Indian market? So US markets have kind of closed slightly negative, very slightly negative yesterday. That is something okay. So we could see a kind of flattish market in the Asian markets as well. So I am kind of expecting the markets to be in range bound. So range bound in the sense like it may not be a big move. It is not a trending. Again, I'm not talking about intraday, but I'm talking about the daily basis. So in this past weeks and the upcoming week, I'm not expecting a big movement at this point of time. But however, technically, if you look at 19,900 to 20,000 is a very important resistance zone. If 20,000 is broken, then there could be a bullish rally that could be expected. So that's something that I would be watching out for. Let's see, will that happen before the elections, or will it hold back until the elections? So these are things that, like I always say, stock market can never be predicted, but they can just be anticipated. So this is what we anticipate, and we go as per that. So, well, again, as I always vouch for, SIP mode is the most important and best decision that you can make in your investment. But how much to invest is that we help you with. So to discuss all that, yes, let us catch up. You can fix an appointment online on our website. So that's it for now. This is Srikant Rajan signing off. Until we catch up with more details on the podcast tomorrow morning. See you. Have a great day ahead.